In our 78th season, the Palm Beach Civic Association brings you Palm Beach TV, the island's only newscast. We're sponsored by the Fortin Foundation of Florida. Our mission is to inform town residents about the unique challenges of island life and to highlight the actions and achievements of our leaders and the dynamic people who live here. Now the news.
Hi, I'm Wendy Rutledge, and in this newscast for Palm Beach TV, we're taking you right inside the Palm Beach Town Council, where council members are wrestling with issues around quality of life. Huge trucks and narrow streets just don't mix well. That according to North End residents who see property and landscape damage on a routine basis.
What about Molly, who's had her sprinkler system taken out 4 or 5 times? What about Susan Gary had all her hedges fine? She finally just took out her hedges.
There are probably, and it's a handful of streets in the North End. It's not 15, it's probably 5, but that there should not be allowed full-size trucks on these streets.
However, Council President Maggie Zeidman pointed out that people who are building new homes or remodeling also have rights.
There are 2 sides to this. One is the people who are experiencing all the damage to their property. The other is there are people who are building houses or moving in, and they have needs too.
Nonetheless, Council instructed staff to further study ways to both accommodate truck traffic and protect private property, such as expanding asphalt and building new curbs in vulnerable areas, acknowledging this caveat.
There is no silver bullet to this, but are there things that we can do either from a policy-making perspective from council or at the staff level?
Construction parking was it's like the first strike. The second strike was also construction parking. The third violation was making noise at 0847 hours on a Thursday morning.
Those were the violations issued to a property under construction on the island. Violations the general contractor says should have been leveled against his subcontractor.
The subcontractors are going to have some kind of repercussions on them because they just don't respect any of the parking rules. They know it goes against the general contractor, and it becomes unmanageable.
However, no sympathy was offered by town leadership.
Here's the problem. You hired your sub. We didn't hire them. You need to hire different subs.
Mayor Moore advised that contractors subject to the 3 strikes rule pay their fines and shape up their crews so town laws are followed. Your votes have been counted as to style options 1, 2, or 3 for new streetlights, and the overwhelming majority has been heard.
So number 1 was vast majority. Number 3 was the second. About a third of the respondees went with number 3. We actually believe number 1 is the one that looks most like the decorative lights that the town had been installing for the last 10 years. Our recommendation would be number 1.
From streetlights to a controversial staircase, debate was lively over the possible addition of stairs to the backside of the town square fountain.
It was proposed that a single set of stairs be added to the backside of the fountain, but there were some objections, and rather than delay the entire project, the council decided to postpone the stairs until a later date.
According to Bone, the proposed stairs were controversial back when the fountain was first built, and by listening to public comment at the town council meeting, they still are.
To add steps to the south of the fountain changes the focus of the main fountain from a focal point to a corridor, a space to get from here to there, from one park to another. I think that the Meisner Fountain is worth more than that.
Preservation advocates, such as Dr. Day, oppose any alteration to the fountain as they believe it would distort architect Addison Meisner's original vision. Richard Sammons, the architect hired to design the proposed staircase, makes a distinction.
The fountain itself is not a Meisner design. The approach to the fountain is the Meisner design.
Council heard multiple public appeals both for and against the proposed staircase, and in a tight vote, Council President Maggie Zeidman cast the deciding vote, and the staircase won a slim nod to proceed.
I think it's time to move forward. I think it's time to put the steps in.
That wraps up our Palm Beach TV newscast. As always, we thank you for watching. And you can catch up with us anytime on our website or by following us on social media. Also, don't forget to watch Christina's Sunday newscast. And we'll see you next time on Palm Beach TV, brought to you by the Palm Beach Civic Association and our viewers.
Palm Beach TV is a production of the Palm Beach Civic Association. We thank our sponsor, the Fortin Foundation of Florida, and encourage you, our viewers, to let us know how we can provide news coverage that best serves our members and residents.